Hey, I'm the MMA loser and I'm back with another video. And before starting the video, I would ask you guys to watch this video at 2 times the speed. And also please subscribe to my channel so that my channel can grow and it motivates me to make better videos. So please subscribe. Now, without any further ado, let us talk about today's topic, that is going to be the light heavyweight fight between Johnny Walker and Anthony Lionheart Smith. Now, this is one of those fights which I just want to watch and enjoy because Johnny Walker is one of those fighters you don't know which version of Johnny Walker is going to show. Because when Johnny Walker started fighting in UFC, he was this phenom. He was a prospect, everyone was talking about him. Then he ended up hurting his shoulder while celebrating after one of his wins in UFC. And ever since he has been on this win lose kind of a situation where he wins a fight, then he loses another fight, then wins a few, then he loses a few. But lately, he has been looking great. He has defeated Ian Cutelaba and also Paul Craig. He has finished, I think, both of those fighters, and his jiu-jitsu has improved a lot because uh, Johnny Walker was a striker and he was a phenomenal striker. He has knockout power in his hands. He's really explosive with his knees and kicks. So it's nice to see him improving his overall uh, game, overall martial arts skills, because that is what makes you a good mixed martial artist. And his opponent is Anthony Lionheart Smith, who has been fighting forever now because Anthony Smith has had 53 professional fights. He has had 36 wins and 17 losses, compared to Johnny Walker's only 27 fights. Anthony Smith has more wins than Johnny Walker has fights. And Anthony Smith is 34 years old, which is not exactly bad for a light heavyweight weight class. But he has been fighting for so long right now. The mileage on his body must be really crazy because he's been fighting for a very, very long time. And his last fight was a loss against Magomed Ankalaev. Then again, Ankalaev is one of those fighters that you cannot, uh, who are who are just way better than you in all the other aspects, in almost all the aspects of mixed martial arts. So otherwise, Anthony Smith has had 3 wins against Devin Clark, Jimmy Crute, and Ryan Spann, who I think are in the level of Johnny Walker, because Ankalaev is on a different level compared to all of this. Then again, Anthony Smith has also lost against Glover Teixeira and Alexander Rakic. And before that, his loss came against the man, the GOAT, John Jones. So if we talk about experience, then Anthony Smith has way more experience and way better quality of experience because he has fought against John Jones, Alexander Gustafsson, Glover Teixeira, and Magabat Ankalaev. All of these are former title challengers. 2 of them are champions. And of course, he has lost against John Jones, but he went 5 rounds against John Jones, which in itself is a great feat. Then again, he also went 5 rounds against Glover Teixeira, but of course he lost in the fifth round by a submission. No, it was TKO punches, ground and pound, if I'm not mistaken. And then of course won against Alexander Gustafsson. But having said that, he still has fight left in him. And in this fight, I don't really have any prediction. I just want to enjoy and watch this fight. But if I have to pick someone, I don't know who I will pick because I don't see none of these fighters. I mean, I definitely do not see Anthony Smith getting a title shot at this age and after all the fights that he has had. But again, 53 fights is crazy. That's I would say that's too many fights. I mean, even in light heavyweight division, that's a lot of fights. And Johnny Walker has what? Johnny Walker is on a 2 fight win streak, whereas Anthony Smith is on, of course, 1 fight losing streak. And Johnny Walker has also fought against Jamal Hill, who's the current champion, and he has lost against Nikita Krylov, Corey Anderson, and before that he was on a long win streak. Then of course that injury, and after that he has won a few match, won one, lost two, won two. Probably, who knows what will be the outcome of this fight. Size wise, I think Johnny Walker is way bigger than Anthony Smith, because in that Paul Craig fight that we saw of Johnny Walker, he was way bigger than Paul Craig, and of course Paul Craig was going for a takedown, and he was holding his leg. Even with just one leg, Johnny Walker punched him so hard that he that Paul Craig just folded and could not defend himself. Then the referee had to step in. So this is one of those fights where I say just pick one of them and enjoy the fight. Do not put any, and just yeah, I would not put anybody. I just think whoever wins. I don't really care. I just want to watch a good fight between these two. If we look at the light heavyweight rankings, Jamal Hill is the champion. Prohaska is at number one. Probably Prohaska and Hill are going to fight. Ankalaev is at number two, and Blachowicz is at number three. Ankalaev and Blachowicz had a really good fight recently, which was supposed to be the title fight, but of course that fight was ruled a draw. And at number four, there's Alexander Rakic, who had a really bad injury against who did he have an injury against? Was it against Anthony Smith? I think he had an injury against Anthony Smith, probably, or I don't remember, but he had an injury against somebody, and that injury stopped the fight. Was it against Kirillov? I don't exactly remember it, but I remember Alexander Rakic having an injury and could not, and because of which he cannot fight anymore. Then there is number five. Anthony Smith is at number five. Kirillov is at number six. Walker is at seven. So number seven is going to fight against number five. If Smith wins, I don't think he's moving. He's probably move up to number four. So potentially Smith can get a title shot when you look at his ranking. So you never know, man. You never know what is going on in the light heavyweight division. The division is not exactly that deep, even though there are really good fighters like Prohazka, Ankalaev, Blachowicz, and also apparently the former UFC middleweight champion Alex Poatan Pereira is also moving up to the, I would say, light heavyweight division, which also means that there will be more competition in the light heavyweight division, but he does not have any. But in light heavyweight, will he have the power advantage that he had in middleweight? That is the question. He definitely has the striking skill and speed advantage compared to all of the other fighters at light heavyweight. But it will be his physical ability that will be in question. But if we just talk about this fight between Hill and not Hill, sorry, this fight between Walker and Anthony Smith, I do not know who's going to win this fight. Honestly, have both of them need this win because the light heavyweight division is kind of open at this point of time. So a win will definitely give them. I think Johnny Walker, especially if he wins, he can. I don't think he will get a title shot directly, but he can call for some good matchups. And Johnny Walker is recently training with uh, John Kavanagh, who, if you have been watching UFC or if you follow MMA, then you know who John Kavanagh is. He's the famous coach of the notorious Conor McGregor himself. So Johnny Walker is definitely training with some good guys there. But then again, Kavanagh is not a wrestling guy. Kavanagh is like, you know, like I said, he is a jiu-jitsu guy who's helping Johnny Walker improve his overall game. But it is what it is, man. I don't really have much to say about this fight. I just want to watch a good fight. I think we need these kind of fights where we can just watch this fight and be happy and not be worried about who's going to win, who's going to lose, who has an advantage. I don't care. I just want to see a good fight. They're both good fighters, and Anthony Smith is a veteran of the game. Definitely want to see him do well. And it's 53 fights, man. The dude should definitely consider his decisions. He should take his decisions carefully because he's 34, 53 fights. CTE is going to kick in really bad. And you guys can write me in the comments who you think is going to win. It's your pick. And please subscribe to my channel. And if you enjoyed the video, drop a like, share, and yeah, again, please subscribe to my channel. I have very few subscribers. You subscribing to my channel helps me make better videos. Peace out.